Hey, what's up, people? Clearly, I'm not in my normal location. I'm out of town now. I don't know how the audio is going to be here, so I'm really going to try to wrap this up as quick as I can. But I got the screener for M3GAN or Megan 2.0, and I want to talk about it. Like the way of Aliens, this horror franchise went the route of action movie in its sequel. And the question when movies do things like that is, did it do it well? And I'm here to tell you, yes. Yes, it actually did. All right, so Megan 2.0, the sequel to Megan from back in 2022. Megan being the killer AI doll designed to protect a little girl, but went overboard when it tried to obey its programming too far, to a fault. That movie, when I watched it, I thought it was fun. I thought it was, it was definitely better than I thought it was going to be. But it did not seem like a movie that lended itself to a sequel. It seemed like a one and done for Blumhouse. But apparently did well, so they gave us a sequel. And I have to say, I am shocked at how much I liked this sequel. Because as much as I did not think I would like the first one, I knew for sure I was not going to like the sequel, and it blew away all of my expectations. But of course, this movie definitely has its flaws, and we like to go sour then and sweet here. So let's talk about what I did not like. So let's talk about what it's about. Through a massive expedition dump, we learned that Gemma, the one who created Megan, she got in a little bit of trouble, but eventually got off. 2 years since then, after Megan killed four people, Gemma has become an anti AI advocate, meaning she speaks out against the dangers of AI, or speak about the dangers of AI, I should say. And she is joined by her now boyfriend, Christian, or as he calls himself, Christian. Together, the two of them become major voices in the anti AI movement. Gemma even has a line saying something along the lines of, like, hey, you wouldn't give your kid cocaine. Why would you give them an iPad? Something like that. Now enter Amelia, who you might have seen in the trailers, who is a bad to the bone AI robot who has disobeyed its creators. Her code is based on Megan's original code, so in order to beat her, they need the original Megan, give her a new body. Now we have Amelia versus Megan in an AI robot hand to hand combat type deal. But that whole storyline that the trailers sell you, that really is only like 20% of what the movie's actually about. It's also about Megan's whole redemption story, about her trying to fix the mistakes of the past, killing four people and growing from it and getting forgiveness from the people that she had hurt. It's also about, there's an introspective or discussion or think piece topic about what it means to be alive. If something can learn empathy and right from wrong and morality, if it gets these feelings, is it actually alive? Can you say it's just programming? Does it deserve to have its life? It's also about anti AI advocates versus AI advocates. People saying technology is only as bad as we make it versus people saying no, technology is going to evolve to be evil. It's also about the grand poobah of AI that is threatening to destroy the entire world. So you see, there's a lot going on here, a whole lot. And this movie really it can't handle all of these plot lines. Like there are too many cooks in the kitchen. This is a 2 hour movie. It felt like it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. So pacing is definitely an issue here. A lot of these plot points seem to come and either wrap up like that or come and then kind of disappear. So this script was actually it's definitely it needed some work. Outside of that, the characters, the main two outside of Megan, Gemma and Katie, they Gemma in particular are just I'm trying to find another word outside of unlikable, but I don't think I can. Now, Gemma is meant to be unlikable. Like you can tell that's how she was written because she just doesn't trust Megan after what she did. And as the audience, we're here rooting for Megan. But that's not what I'm going to. I don't really fault Gemma for being um, upset or not trusting Megan or trying to defy whatever she wants to do. I'm really just mad that Gemma is stupid. She's really, really dumb. And it's totally contradictory to the character we learned in the first movie, where Gemma, obviously she made mistakes as she's becoming a new mom to Katie, but she actually had, she had logical thoughts. She was a quick thinking maverick on her feet. And in this movie, she just makes decisions that are just so counterintuitive and just definitely going to ruin whatever mission they're on at the time. And it's just like the Gemma that I met in the first movie would never have done any of this. So it was pretty frustrating. And Katie, honestly, unfortunately, it seems like she's only in this movie because she was in the first movie and she's the one who paired with Megan at first. Otherwise, this movie could honestly happen without her. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't say this movie. I didn't think the first movie was scary, but I guess you could technically call that a horror. Now, this movie transitions to action comedy, which some people might not like. But even as an action comedy, it does get a little too campy and a little too cheesy at times. There are certain moments where I'm kind of throwing up my hands, like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, you guys are going a little too far with the cheese. So just something to look out for. You're definitely not going to be scared, and you might actually let out like a groan at some of the antics they pull. But that's it. Let's talk about what I liked, and we're going to start with the title character, Megan. Jenna Davis, the voice of Megan, is spectacular yet again. She is a smart mouthed, arrogant, just little troll, and you love her for it. She's so good from the moment she's reintroduced and we see her. Like you immediately fall in love with her. The way she back talks to Gemma, the way she makes you feel smaller than her because you're just saying something stupid. It's endearing, honestly. It's definitely insulting, but endearing. And not to mention, she is so hilarious. Like, not just the things she says, but the way she says it. She has perfect comedic timing. There's an F bomb in this movie, and when it drops, like my entire theater was like, we were all cracking up. So we talked about the comedy. Let's talk about the action part. It is really good. Like, really, really good. The creators of this movie definitely put the time. That's probably what got me with it. Like, my expectations were in a valley, but the creators of this film, they took their time, and you can see the dedication pay out. Like, the choreography in this movie is better than some of the superhero MCU, DCU movies that have come out recently. Megan throws down. Amelia throws down. Now, it is PG-13, so there's not a whole lot of blood, but even so, some of these kills and some of the action scenes just are breathtaking. And the way the cameras move, like the way a camera will shake when there's a massive hit, or the way it'll spin when somebody gets flipped, it helps bring you into the action. And I really got to give kudos to the choreographer and the director of photography here, because they did a great job with the action. Like, especially for a movie that doesn't have a history of it, because the first one was technically a horror thriller. This movie did an excellent job dialing up the martial arts choreography, like, seriously. So I mean, outside of that, I don't want to make this video too long, bro. Like, it had amazing action scenes, great fights, hilarious comedy from Megan herself. And I mean, honestly, if you liked the first movie's character, not necessarily the genre, but if you like the character of Megan, there's no reason you're not gonna like this movie. You can go watch this, turn off your brain, eat some popcorn, and enjoy it. Now, again, it does feel, there are certain points when you're like, man, this is kind of dragging on. In no way does that ruin the movie. It's just something you will notice in the back of your head. So yeah, I don't know what I gave the first one, but this one again, it really blew away my expectations. I'd give this a 3.75 out of 5, and I would say this is worth watching in theaters at a matinee. Anyways, that's my time. Apologies for the quality of the video. I am so sorry. I'll be back in town soon, and we can get back to regularly scheduled programming. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you saw Megan 2.0, let me know what you thought about it. I appreciate you. And until next time, I'm out.